Hey everybody, it's me, Suggie Brown. I know it's been a long time, but I'm just coming in to give you a hair update. It's about my 7 month natural. I've been using a moisturizing shampoo and conditioner when I do shampoo, and various conditioners because that's normally what I put in my hair when I have to detangle it. I decided that since it's about to get cold, what I'm going to do is just do primarily protective styles. But even though you put in your hair in protective styling, it is very important that you take care of your hair. If you're braiding your hair, make sure you deep condition and moisturize and do the things that you need to do in order to promote healthy growth. Someone came to me the other day and I had to cut off about 2 to 3 inches of her hair, and it was because she just doesn't get her hair trimmed as much as she should. Now, people tell you to get your hair trimmed when you go to the salon every 4 to 6 weeks because that is what we are taught in school. I'm not one of those people that feel like everybody should be natural or everybody should be relaxed, people should be locked or whatever. I think that it is about whatever floats your boat. But in the whatever floats your boat category, you should be very healthy in what you do to your hair. I'm not a person that thinks that everybody should use a certain brand of shampoo and conditioner because what works for one person may not work for the other person. Something else that I wanted to explain. Sometimes I look up on videos, and I love looking at videos. So I look at videos, and people say, oh, the hairstylists, they just get paid to sell products. No, if you're working in a chain salon, in most cases, you are trained to sell products. Whether or not it's Paul Mitchell, ABBA, whatever chain salon you work in is going to have whatever kind of product lines they endorse for their salon, and you are asked to sell these products. But I've noticed that some of the ladies that say, oh, the hairstylist job is to sell, hair products, and they're bald headed. Some of us that, and I'm just saying, I'm not, making an argument or anything. I'm just saying, some of us that are bald headed by choice. Some of us are bald headed because we got burnt by a chemical relaxer, whatever didn't agree with our hair. Some hairstylists do tons and tons of things with their hair, and I've seen YouTubers do tons and tons of things with their hair. A couple of years ago, or it might have been a year ago, I was watching someone and she used Gold X Bond, and ultimately that took her hair out. I am a person that I believe that no matter what you do to your hair, anything can damage your hair. If you comb your hair wrong, it'll damage your hair because it rips your hair out. If you brush your hair excessively and pull it back, you may have traction alopecia. Not saying that that's going to happen to everybody, but it happens to some people. And just to hear people say that, hairstylists are, they just about making money and selling products, well, then you're going to the wrong person. Your hairstylist should be able to enlighten you about whatever it is that you need to know. And if he or she does not know about what you're talking about, because I'm very quick to do this, I'll explain to you, I haven't heard of that, or I don't know anything about that. I'll check into it and I'll get back to you. If this is your job, you love what you do, it's important that your clients' scalp and hair are healthy. Let me say this again, your scalp and hair are healthy. Let me say one more thing, and I know this has turned into kind of a rant. Well, maybe not one more thing, but let me just say that I noticed that, people may say, for instance, I was talking with someone, and they were like, well, and this is just an example, coal tar is what you need for dandruff. You need to use coal tar for dandruff. whatever else you're using doesn't work. It's not going to work. That's not true. You may use, and I'm just making up a name here. I've got banana chips right beside me. So I'm going to say you may use banana chips extra moisturizing shampoo, and somebody else might use my hair scarf, pink scarf moisturizing shampoo, and pink scarf shampoo works better for them than it did for you. Everything is not going to work for everybody. One more thing that I've been wanting to say for like eons, and I just haven't had the chance to say it. Most major makeup brands, and I cannot remember the book that I purchased that had this in it. Most major makeup brands are owned by two companies. There are two separate companies that have monopolized most makeup brands. Not all, but most. One more thing. Smashbox is Mr. Max Factor. Max Factor was a man who was very innovative in the makeup industry doing movies. And you know what, you guys, one of these days I'm going to do like a video on some of the books that I have. Some of the books that I have, I don't have them anymore, but you know what I'm trying to say. So everything's not going to work for everybody. I'm always laid back like this. I don't feel like I need to walk around and argue with everybody to prove my point about whatever. People do their research, they come to their own conclusions. I come to my own conclusion, and I'm telling you, the best thing for you to do for yourself in terms of your hair, if you put a sew-in weave in wrong, you're going to be bald. Let me say this again. If you put a sew-in weave wrong, you're going to be bald. You glue your hair in and you remove it wrong, you're going to be bald. If you braid your hair too tight, you're going to lose, hair, whatever. And that's not everybody every time. But for every instance that there is a person where something works for them and they 100% back it, there are people who do the same exact things and it messes their hair up. I seen a young lady on YouTube with very pretty hair, and she put Dr. Miracles in her hair and she had bald spots. Now, who's to say that these bald spots came from Dr. Miracle? I'm not saying that because I don't know. I'm not her hairstylist. But I am saying that she got bald spots. So, I mean, it's just about what you know. And I'm just not going to get into that whole, like, negative thing. That's not me. That's not me. But I'm just saying that, again, people, whatever you do to your hair, if you do too much of it or you don't do it the way that's good for you, you're not going to have hair. You're just not going to have it. I don't care if you're natural. I don't care if you're relaxed. I don't care if you're texturized. If you do things to your hair that's not good for your hair, it's just not going to work. And for every product that's out there, there's a similar product of lesser price or of higher price, same basic product. It may have more or less of certain ingredients in it, and we all know the ingredients that are listed first, second, third, fourth, etc., are the amount of ingredients that they have in the products. But I mean, it's just really about educating yourself. And if you're looking for a stylist, look for a stylist that is more your personality. You don't want to go to Marsha and she's a gossip bunny and that's not your twist. You don't want to do that. You want to find somebody that's compatible with your personality and you feel good about that person caring for your hair. And I have talked you all to death once again. I hope everybody is okay. Seriously thinking about doing a product video. But there's so many videos out, you guys. know you guys just go through a lot of videos just looking, and to be quite frank, it's so many makeup, hairstyle, fashion blogs that you guys may be on makeup, fashion blog overkill. No, just kidding. Some people could look at it all day, honey. I know how that is. But just, I hope everyone's okay. And thanks for stopping in. And have a good weekend. Oops. Excuse me. Bye-bye.